Until then, Salome was interacting wearing a mask or a hose in her nose. Since the worsening of her fictional cancer, she claimed to be in intensive care at the Lausanne hospital, to be precise. She said she was going back to France between treatments. To back up her lie, she turned into an incredible forger. Odile first created a false cancer medical record in order to be able to play the role of a terminally ill patient in real life. On the internet, she got authentic medical forms used in French hospitals. For that to be true, she has to fill them out on the computer. But the problem is that they were computer locked. She rummaged among her friends and found the solution. Ichak Sayer, a rabbi who settled in Ukraine, in Dnipropetrovsk, who, on his Facebook page, introduced himself as a computer crack. We interviewed him via video conference. To convince Itzhak to help her, Salome told him a very well-crafted story.
She claimed that she was being treated in Lausanne. She had to transfer back to the hospital to the medical system in France so she could go to university. Now I remember. That was what it is. She had to have the Swiss doctors, which of course was just her, filling out what treatment she got in Switzerland, so that she could then go back to the French doctors and say, this is what I need. Of course, in reality, she was just going to type in some information that she was making up. She asked me to unlock some forms in PDF. She sent me about 30-something forms. I don't remember exactly. I think it took me less than 5 minutes to do 10 of them. And, because I'm not at all familiar with the French medical system, I had no way of knowing that she was not who she said she was.
Once the documents were unlocked, it remained to fill them out. Odile Salome looked through the blogs of real patients that were full of medical information: platelet levels, hemoglobin, blastoma in the blood. Equipped with this truer-than-life file, she succeeded in deceiving a general practitioner. We met this practitioner on a hidden camera.
She was a patient, actually. I can't disclose things that happen with a patient. It's medical secret.
Yes, of course.
At no time, the doctor questioned the veracity of Odile's disease.
You come to me saying that you have cancer. You show me a medical record showing you have cancer. It's not marked on your forehead. You can't just doubt people. You are in misery, and in addition, we will tell you, show me your white paws. I'm going to ask for a second opinion.
This consultation enabled Odile to obtain a valuable document. This Social Security form that officially recognizes your illness as a long-lasting condition. With this paper for each new appointment, she will be able to get dozens of drugs reimbursed by health insurance. There would be several thousand euros worth of money. The fake patient got used to a pharmacy in her neighborhood. At first, she went there. Then she requested home delivery from the boss. He has a bitter memory of it.
She was calling us for a yes, for a no. I had to go to her house no less than once a day. I was stopping by her house. I was going crazy. When the phone rang here, I used to say, it's her again, I'm going crazy. What am I going to take to her? I climbed 4 floors without an elevator. I was packing boxes. I was taking them in pairs. Once in a while, I climbed 6 times the 4 floors in a row for her stuff.
According to him, the young woman would be of the tyrannical type.
She counted back, she rechecked the exams, prescriptions to the nearest tablet, or to the nearest second, and often while thinking anyway. It's Social Security that's paying. You should be careful. That was irony pushed to its peak when you know what it must have cost to Social Security.
Odile's apartment was transformed into a home hospital. Drug boxes, infusion feet, and even morphine stocks. The mythomaniac patient snaps everything related to her illness. She posed with catheters that seemed to be coming out of her body, pictures that she then posted on the internet. As staging paid by Social Security, which reimburses her for her medication, and not only that, the fake patient was even prescribed home care. Lolita, a friend of Salome at the time, is still in shock over what she made her do. Before the mythomaniac found an available caregiver to come to her house every day, Lolita helped Salome because she is also a nurse.
She asked me to do some treatments for her, including full bath in bed, because she no longer had the strength to get up.
Did you do it?
I told myself that she's a friend, she's sick, but she did not have anyone to help her, so I had to do it.
Lolita had to undress Salome to wash her, personal hygiene included. The young nurse is used to providing this type of care in the hospital, but this time, Salome's reaction upset her.
It was quite strange. It troubled me for a few days anyway.
Lolita continued to see Salome for 6 months, but all the deception was soon to be revealed. Odile's trickery was to soon fall apart.
Salome was supposed to be treated at the University Hospital of Lausanne, and so be there at a moment M. And at that same moment M, she was connecting to a blog from an IP address that was identified in Toulouse. That's how the person who ran this blog understood that it was not possible.
Salome was on vacation in Toulouse, and that's her IP address, a series of numbers that enabled to locate geographically the computers that betrayed her. Alerted by this inconsistency, Anne-Sophie called the Lausanne hospital where she said she was.
I explained the story. There is a young girl who says she is hospitalized at your facility. We just want to make sure she's in your hospital.
What did they tell you?
We don't know her, but before we tell you that she's a liar, let's find out. Then they searched all day. They put goodwill into it, but they did not find her, neither at their hospital nor in hospitals in Switzerland.
Odile's whereabouts are currently unknown. The moral harm suffered by his internet friends seems difficult to be asserted before a court. But she could be sued for breaches of Social Security. In this case, she could face up to 5,000 euros in fines.